Welcome back, warriors. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about something that you were never taught about trading psychology, and it's kept you back all this time. You've been lied to, whether it's been intentionally lied to or unintentionally lied to by the industry and all the other gurus about trading psychology. And the real reason why you have this internal battle that's going on that keeps costing you trades. You ever wondered why you keep revenge trading, or you can't stop trading, or you can't stop overtrading? It's deeper than that. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the real reasons why you do what you do and you don't even know it. So make sure, if you're a real warrior, if you're the real one, drop a comment below and watch this to the end, because this can save you 10 years of your trading career. This will be the final piece that you need to uncover to finally make it and start winning in this game. The first thing that I want to talk about is that most psychology trading advice that you get is very surface level stuff. If I had to learn trading again, I would tell myself to start with psychology first. Once I understood the psychology, then I would go and learn the strategies, the charts, the technicals, the markets. That stuff should come after the psychology, because the way it's been taught for as long as I can remember is that, oh yeah, here's the strategy. And then there's 5 hours, 10 hours course on strategy, which is good. And then it's like a small slither, like a small section of the course, like maybe one tiny chapter on psychology. And all they talk about is fear and greed. So naturally you think that, it's not a big deal, right? They make it seem like psychology is only 10% of trading, where it's actually not. Psychology is actually 90% of the equation, and only 10% is the strategy. Do you understand? And because of this misconception, this is why most people fail in trading, because the psychology is wrong, right? They emphasize so much on strategy. Like I did that for a long time, for 10 years. I kept chasing strategy. Every time something didn't work, I'd have to go fix the strategy because I had ego. My psychology was wrong. I didn't want to admit that it was me. I didn't understand that it was me. It was my thinking. It was something deep. You need to understand that trading is 10% strategy, 90% psychology. Okay, we get that. We understand that now, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. And this is what nobody talks about. And I had to figure this out on my own, just because I didn't give up, because I kept going, because I ran out of all the strategies that you could possibly find on the internet. I tried everything. And then that forced me to just look internal and say, maybe it's not the strategy, maybe it's me. And that's when everything changed. When I fixed myself, that's when I had my breakthrough. And I know that that's what's holding you back. So if you're just a break-even trader, but you have a good strategy, this is the final piece that you need. And I'm going to break it down to you on such a deep level so that you actually understand what's going on right now. You have to understand that 90% of the equation, the mindset, the psychology, there's another split in that. 10% of that is conscious psychology, conscious. And then 90% of that is subconscious. I'll put a picture up on the screen of an iceberg to explain this to you, and you'll get a visual idea of what I'm talking about, where you can see why the conscious level is only 10%. And that's what everybody is trying to teach you to fix. They don't understand that it's actually deeper than that. It's the subconscious level that you need to clear. This is what is controlling you, and you don't even know it. This is what makes you overtrade. This is what makes you have anxiety, giving you fear, making you greedy. Every other guru is telling you, oh, yeah, fear and greed, don't overtrade, blah, blah, blah. But telling you doesn't do anything. Consciously knowing is not knowing. It doesn't fix nothing. So I'm going to tell you that you need to do the internal work. It's deep. It's very deep. You have to clear the subconscious. Let me give you an example. The reason you overtrade, why you keep repeating the same mistakes. You overtrade for the whole day, and then you're like, you blow your account, and you come back and you're like, I'll do better tomorrow. Next time will be better, right? But you blew your, how many times have you blown the account because you overtraded? And you can't break this pattern. You can't, no matter how much you tell yourself, you still can't break this habit. It's a pattern. It's a subconscious negative pattern. That's why it's happening on a deeper subconscious level that you don't even know. There was a study done at the MIT University, and it said that 90% of your trading decisions were already made before you even open the charts. So what that means is the way you've been wired, your subconscious wiring is already going to determine the way you trade. And there's nothing you can do about it. No matter how much willpower you want to put onto your trades, there's nothing you can do. You're wired in a particular way. You've been wired from birth, through your parents, through society, through the matrix. And it's nobody's fault. I'm not telling you to blame anybody. I'm just going to tell you to be aware of this so that you can wake up from this sleep. You can snap out of it. Now you can finally figure out and know why these things are controlling you, why you feel that greed, why you get fearful, why you overtrade, why you hesitate, why you obsess over your charts. How many times have you opened your P&L today and looked at your charts and your trades, right? It's this deep subconscious negative programming. So now it goes even deeper than that. Now we know that the mindset has two parts to it, subconscious and conscious. Conscious is 10%, subconscious is 90%. Guess what? It goes even deeper than that. Nobody is talking about this. And I had to find this out the hard way. And once I figured this out, it changed everything. That subconscious part of your brain is only 10% positive and 90% negative. Think about that. How is the 10% that's good for you, the positive affirmations that you keep trying to tell yourself? I'm a disciplined trader. I don't overtrade. I'm this, I'm that. All this good self-talk doesn't work because it's overrun by the 90% that's negative, the negative stuff, the negative programming. Let me give you an example. The reason you can't stop overtrading, or the reason you risk more, or you revenge trade, is because you have this lack mentality that has been programmed into you from a young age, from when you were young, where you thought you never had enough. There's never enough opportunities. If you miss this setup, there's not another one coming. This kind of mentality is going to make you rush into trades when you miss a setup because you think there's no more. So then you end up skipping. You ignore all your confirmations. You don't care. You're just trading now. You just want to just take a setup, even if it's not the best entry. Or you revenge trade because you took a loss and your ego is hurt because you have this negative lack mentality that you don't have enough money or you need to make this money. You've associated yourself with the idea that money is hard to make. So when you take a loss, it really hurts. You understand? It really hurts. And now your ego is damaged. So you feel like you need to fix this. You need to get this right. And because of that, then you start doing the overtrading, the revenge trading. You start trying to fix it on that day. Where the correct thing to do is if you take a loss, it should be cool. You should know that, hey, no problem. I don't need to fix this. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody, to myself. I'm cool. I took a loss. That's just part of my process, my edge. But no, you took a loss and now you're angry. You're doubling down. You double your lots. You're risking more so that you think that if you win the next one, you make it all back. That's not the way to trade. You got to stop that before you wreck yourself. And you can consciously know this. You can try to force this discipline, this will onto your trades. You could put a sticker on your forehead to say stop overtrading, and it might work once or twice, but you're going to slip back into the old habits because they're programmed into you. It's inside of you. You haven't cleared anything. You didn't get anything out yet. It's still in you. Those demons are inside of you. And a true warrior knows that they have to fix themselves. You got to be a true warrior and be honest with yourself and do the shadow work. That's what I had to do. If I wanted to win, I wanted to see my consistency go up, I had to do the shadow work. And that's what I'm offering you, right? Real solutions. That's why I created the Inner Edge Pro. It's an 8-week course that basically rewires your deep subconscious negative beliefs. It goes in and it taps it all out, gets rid of the negative beliefs. Your subconscious mind, think of it as a cup of water, right? And it's filled. That cup is filled with water, and that water is all negative. So how can you pour positive water into a cup that's full of negative beliefs, negative programmings? Nothing's going to stick. The course that I'm offering you basically goes in and empties that negative cup out, clears the cup, clears out that negative garbage that's been holding you back so that you can now go in and rewire yourself and pour in the positive beliefs, the positive affirmations so that they stick, so that you can see the benefits. Do you understand? I want you to really think about this seriously and consider it, because this is the final piece. There's no strategy is going to save you if your mind is broken. And my warriors, I know you guys are built different. You're not broken. You're just built different, and we can rebuild together. So if you made it this far, let me know in the comments. Comment that you're built different. Subscribe to the channel, hit like, and I'll see you in the next video.